Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. And in this video I have an amazing Halloween Cup run in the Halloween Cup by the one and the only Holesome. If you guys are looking at the screen right there, and if you are familiar with Twitch, or if you watch the Play Pokemon stream, Holesome is one of the Pokemon Go casters and one of the Pokemon Go players as well. He plays the game and he's so good at the game as well. And he has pretty much 3 Pokemons in this cup, and he decided to use them. Okay, Obstagoon, which is so bad in this cup. Golbat has a play. I call it like a very poor man Toxapex. And we have Charjabus. Pretty much the only good Pokemon here is a Charjabus with 2 bad Pokemons. But Holesome had a different case here today, where he went 17-3 with this team. Okay, he told me about using this team. I'm like, nah, this team is so weak. And he's like, I think he proved me wrong. Okay, 17-3 is a very decent run that anyone would love to have. Okay, we have a Greninja and the lead. That's an amazing lead. Okay, they swap into Ferrathon. Fortress. And Fortress is technically a code breaker to his team. You can go to Charjabus, but you need a Charjabus just for something in the back in case you need it later, because usually people like are just triple weak to Charjabus. He tanked the move. He called the Rock Tomb. See guys, sometimes you have to call the baits. Okay, he knew that the opponent doesn't have Rock Tomb, because they have to run EQ and damage shot just because of the stupid carving that exists in this current meta. He went for this move as he know that he doesn't get to the Shadow Ball, and at this point all he need to do is, did he go for the crazy catch right there? Oh my, he actually get the catch. And now they bring the Greninja back, and at this point he is going for this. If they shield, this is an amazing situation for him, as he's going for the counter down. I know Holesome, he's just gonna counter all the way down. Holesome is known for going always for the catches. Okay, if he can catch, he would always try to catch. He's trying to pressure the Greninja here to shield, and the Greninja now is down 2 shields. That is, oh, my opponent here is going for the boost. Holesome knows that he's going for the boost, so he's just going to try to finish him here and go for the counter plus Night Slash. Opponent knows that there is no way that they could win this game, and they decided to top left. He's playing Flutter, one of the best players in the game. And this is a horrible lead, and this Pokemon completely destroys his entire team. Dragalge beat Obstagoon, beat Golbat, and beat Charjabus. But he had a one way to play the game where he needed to actually get a boost, and that we see an amazing catch by Flutter. That's why she's one of the best players in the game. They swapped into Azu, and lucky for Holesome, he has a Charjabus. Charjabus is actually very tanky, and you can safely shield, safely no shield, but he guessed that they run Hydro, and some people are running Hydro in the Halloween Cup now just because there is so many War Madams. And yeah, that was, I would say, a nice shield. And at this point now he's going straight X Scissor, which means that they are double weak to this. I'm assuming, oh my, she has Gunk Shot. I'm assuming that they have Greninja in the back. But again, we don't have any play against the Dragalge. I think he went for the CMP here. So if this Night Slash lands, okay, no, that wasn't the CMP. I'm tripping. And he knows that they have Aqua Tail and Gunk, which means they don't have the outrage, so he could shield. And there is the Greninja, Dragalge double water. And that did so much damage. Wow. He can safely shield, but if he no shield and farm down, he can get to a Night Slash and win this game. And that was an amazing gameplay by Holesome, not gonna lie. Dragalge beats his entire team. Greninja is tough for his team. Well, Greninja is not tough for team, but yeah, Dragalge is just a massive code breaker, and they also were able to get a catch. Now we see an Azu in the lead. This is a horrible lead, and he needs to get out. He get out, and now we have Dragalge into Golbat. So in this situation, you have to land the bait. If they no shield the bait, it's a bad situation. Opponent shielding his bait, which puts him in a good spot. Holesome going for the mean play, and he's going for the back-to-back bait. I don't see a reason to go for the bait there because you only get to one move. But Holesome had another play with luck. He grabbed both shields and he put them at 1 HP. Okay, so now pretty much they die to 2 counters at max. One technically. Okay, good for him that they didn't die to one fast move, because he was able to sneak an entire voltage switch, which is huge. Okay, that was 16 energy for free. They brought the War Madam. Do you guys call it War Madam or War Madam? This situation here, pretty much they will go for the Bug Buzz, but they can just do that. I mean, they will die with the move, right? And opponent here having an Azu, going for the ideal timing. You want to, as here it's charge a boss, you want to do 2, then throw, which the Mr. Holesome did. And at this point, he just throw them back to back. Go to... or just to stay in. To be honest, there is nothing wrong with staying in, because you can force them to throw, and now they don't get to the next move, and he wins next game. He's playing Veggie Veg. He's a French streamer, and that was a good lead for him. They swap into Toxapex, and we have an answer to Toxapex, but not with full HP Toxapex. You have to chip a bit just to make sure that it's a guaranteed swap win. So now they are in discharge plus voltage switch run. Okay, let me just explain what Mr. Holesome did. Why did he throw this? Okay, guys, let's see. He threw this and then he swapped. So now, see guys, this health here is discharge plus voltage switch. So by the time he get to the discharge with this health, like he's gonna get 3 voltage switch plus discharge, that will be enough to KO them, which means even if they decide to shield, they won't be able to flip swap. Okay, he's had some small plays by Mr. Holesome here, and they are actually the way to go. They shielded, so now there is no way he would lose a swap. He would just shield here, doesn't matter what's this. He's gonna outpace, and you can just blind throw. The next one will be awkward, as their switch will be up. They are trying to flip swap, but there is no way that they can. This doesn't KO if it's blind, but it's a sludge. Oh, I think he was anticipating a catch, but opponent didn't catch. Sometimes, you know, you try to be 2 heads, like 2 steps ahead of the opponent, but then the opponent's like, just give up and not try to catch, and they end up winning. So this should KO, because this is a shadow, and now we have an Azu. So ideally, I think he's just gonna try to catch, because the Ice Beam is gonna one-shot, but you don't want to get one-shotted. And we see an amazing catch by Holesome here. And now this should be an Ice Beam, so it doesn't KO, and all he needs to do, just go straight Night Slash, get a boost, force them to throw, and then go back to the gold bat and finish the game. So how's gonna happen now? Opponent is still staying in. I don't know what the opponent is thinking at this point, to be honest, but there is no way they win this game. And we see a nice GG and good game, Holesome. Now we get a free Pet Piggy, his dog. Opponent, oh my, this is actually a bad matchup, and for once Holesome is not baiting and they didn't shield. Okay, oh, I actually didn't know that Goldbat can get to 2 shadow balls. This is actually huge, because now you can force them throw or one swap, and he was able to flip swap. So now I think he's in a way better spot. He insta threw. They are remember that they are 3 ahead. So technically, okay, they are 2 ahead now, because Exeter is 6, right? And they swap to the Azu. He punished the swap with a charge bus, and all he need to do is throw and get timing. This is an Ice Beam. Wait, did they do 7? Oh, they did 7. Okay, guys, I have the battles on 1.x speed, so technically 7 is 5 to me. Because it's 1.5 the speed. Mandibus, if it's Snarl, it's good for Goon. If it's aerial air slash, it's bad for Goon. The way to go, good thing that he has cross chop, which means you win the 0, technically. I don't know why people run Snarl in this cup. You actually need to run aerial ace, otherwise you get destroyed by a Greninja. If you guys see the sets, there is a 4-1, there is a 5-0, and there is another 4-1. This is the team he used, and he climbed around 200 plus MMR in 1 day. So we still have 2 days plus, around 2 days of Halloween Cup. So remember, like the video I posted yesterday is technically weak to Charge a Bus. This team has Charge a Bus, so technically, you know, for the people who didn't watch that video and copied the team, they will lose to this team, by the way. So that's why you're watching this video, so you can beat the people who didn't watch this video yet. At this point, I think the opponent is actually massively weak to Charger Boss. Wait, did they catch on Rodriguez or Rodriguez? No, that's actually Rodriguez. I'm like, I'm sure that's not Rodriguez. That's like not colored, but it's actually shiny. They double shielded and now they are actually in Shadow Ball range. The thing about Rodriguez is that it doesn't have a bait move. You can safely shield. Okay, all you need to do is just throw the Shadow Ball here. I mean, I say just, but that doesn't mean it's like an easy matchup, okay, to be honest. And now they only have one Pokemon against two healthy Pokemons. He's playing Beasts, and we see a nice lead into Rodriguez, as Rodriguez does not have a hard-hitting move. Opponent is trying to catch. I remember when I said once, look at this, guys. I always say if opponent is staying in a bad matchup, that means they are going for the catch. And if you see where Mr. Holesome is tapping, he's tapping above because he's expecting the catch. Okay, guys, play like Holesome, please. If you want to improve at the game. Or play like me, and then you're going to become the best player in the world. We see like a swap to the Charger Bus now. As I said, he put them into Discharge plus Volta Switch range. So the mistake he made last time by shielding the first move, he's actually making sure that it doesn't happen again. And I don't know if this is worth it or no. Okay. And now they bring back the Rodriguez. He's not running Crunch. I saw that some people are running actually Crunch, which is nice move to have against the Rodriguez. I said once against the Jellicent, I'm like, Yasser, you're out of touch. You don't need Crunch for Jellicent. You have Discharge. I'm like, okay, guys. Yeah, thank you. Since he chipped the Dragulge, so technically this is not as bad of a matchup. But to be honest, maybe he's just going for the Shadow Ball. Because they will just call the bait. No, they shielded the bait. They shielded Wholesome's bait are always shielded, dude. I swear. Wholesome, if you want to learn how to make your opponent shield your baits, watch this guy. I am yet to watch his opponent calling his baits. And he's always baiting. The only time he did not bait, opponent tried to call it and he wasn't baiting. See, guys, sometimes the best pattern to have is just don't have a pattern. Okay? Just like Wholesome. We see a Sand Tomb that did -2 damage, and we see another Sand Tomb that will do -3 damage. Okay, maybe the next one will do 0 damage almost. As Sand Tomb is like just a horrible fast move, a horrible charge move. It doesn't do that much, but it does add up when you Shadow Claw is adding up. But the Shadow Claw here is double resisted, and he's going for the full counter down. I think he dies to one Dragon Tail at this point. So you just blindly throw the Night Slash, and he should take this game home. Is this the last battle? No, there is one more or two more. Okay, we have an ad, Twitch ad. Sorry guys, YouTube ads. Okay, I was getting an ad and it was interrupting the music. We saw in the last battle that if you time your moves correctly, you're supposed to get to 2 Shadow Balls in this matchup. Okay, but opponents, they saw that they are a bit low and then they decided to shield. I am assuming that Wholesome is just gonna bait. See guys, they will shield it. He baited, they will shield it. It's like just like a consent. If Wholesome bait, you have to shield. Look at that. Again, see guys, they double shielded. Okay, what's the play now? You go Goon and you just don't shield. Okay, he was able to counter it down, and now he puts it all on the Charger Bus, and all you need to do is throw this Discharge before they get to the Night Slash, and this will take care of the Caesar almost. Okay, do we shield this? Do we shield this or do we shield the Azu? Wholesome decided to shield this, and now he's about to have a party against the Azu. Azu is at 4 bubbles at this point, and first Discharge doing no damage, and this is supposed to be the Hydro Pump, I think. Oh, he lives the Hydro Pump, and he get to the Discharge, and Charger Bus taking down 2 Pokemons. Someone tell Inadequates to do a YouTube video of this stream. No, Ziffy. He sent me these battles before Inadequates because Inadequates is asleep. So good luck, Inadequates, getting the next bot from Wholesome. Okay, Charger Bus is actually a massive code breaker for this team, and I had this battle just because I want to see how we play the Charger Bus. He swapped into a horrible matchup, but technically he has a plan. Okay, he has a plan, guys. Remember. Oh boy, what's the plan, Wholesome? Please, tell me. Okay, we throw this. They shielded. Opponent tried to catch on a Caesar. Yo, opponent, please, just stay in. They tried to call the bait, but it wasn't a bait. They bring the Greninja and Golbat taking out two Pokemons almost forcing a shield, and now the what's this thing? The obstacle is about to sweep if they no shield, and they decided to shield. So what's the play now? You just no shield, you stay in, you live the Hydro Cannon technically, and 1-2, they were forced to throw, and now it's a Charger Bus against Charger Bus. So the bus with more fuel should win this race, and we see Holesome taking this game against the Charger Bus, which was supposed to be a massive code breaker to this team. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and thank you so much Mr. Holesome for sending me these battles. I'll be leaving Holsome's stream. Make sure to give him a follow on Twitch, on YouTube, or he doesn't have YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, and I will be leaving it in the description below. And thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you so much again to Holesome for sending me these amazing high skill gameplay. And if you like the video, make sure to leave a like on the channel, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video everyone. Peace.